You sit there and you go, I don't want to do the thing. I'm afraid of doing it wrong. So you don't get anything done. You don't start. Well, that's what causes failure, isn't it? And it's not poor execution or execution that is badly done or wrong or something like that, or you miss something. It's not ever getting started. That's where most people are stuck at. This is Jason Kanigan of Sales on Fire. Today we're going to talk about you and self-doubt. Critical topic, because execution is the name of the game. Now listen, I have self-doubt. I don't want to do things. Execution, remember, is the name of the game. So sometimes I don't feel like it. Whatever it is, I don't feel like it. And I'm not the only one. Loads of people who you're following them, they're successful. They don't want to do it either. They'd rather be kicking back having a beer. They'd rather be out on the beach or fishing. Okay? Or going to watch some football game or something. That's what they'd rather be doing. Often. Okay? I know a couple guys who are obsessed, literally, and that is the right word for them, obsessed. And they are in their business too much. I just had a talk with a good friend of mine who's doing better than I am, a former student of mine, and talk a lot, and he just took 2 days off. He just took them off. He was like, the hell with it. He was going nuts. Okay? But he's the exception. Now, self-doubt. You sit there and you go, I don't want to do the thing. I'm afraid of doing it wrong. So you don't get anything done. You don't start. Well, that's what causes failure, isn't it? And it's not poor execution or execution that is badly done or wrong or something like that, or you miss something. It's not ever getting started. That's where most people are stuck at. And if I can help you today get past that, I'd be so happy for you. I would, because sitting there in that pit of self-doubt is no good. Okay? And everyone has it and everyone feels it. It's just at different levels. But there are things certainly that I've given up on or I have not started because I go, I'm just not going to do it right, or I don't know enough, or something simple like that. Or even maybe I just don't want to do it today. It's that simple, but it needs to be done. So how do you get past that? Okay? And the thing that I have learned that is successful in getting me past it so that I will begin to execute, and that's the hard part for me, is starting, committing, saying, yes, I'm going to do this. Okay? Sometimes it's the easiest thing in the world. It's like coming down that hill on the roller coaster ride, and you're on your way, right? And there's so much enthusiasm for the project, there's no issue with getting started. But what if it's something that you know you need to do, like phone prospecting, and you're just like, I don't feel good about myself, I'm not ready, it's not the right time of day, and your mind will give you all those reasons. Perfectly valid, legitimate reasons not to do something. Oh, the ceiling fan is on. Shouldn't do it. The ceiling fan's on. Okay. Any excuse can be made from bogus to legitimate by this thing up here in an instant. Yeah, I should not make this video today. I wasn't going to make a video today, actually, but I saw a couple of comments and I was like, okay, I think I could talk about this. Okay, I fool myself into starting to take the action. That's how I do it. Okay, if I'm having to make prospecting calls, and for me, I'm looking down because I'm literally imagining this little piece of lumber on the ground. That's the level of the wall that I have to step over, okay? It's there. I can trip over it, but all I have to do is lift my foot and then lift the other foot, and put them down on the other side. It's not that hard, but that can stop me. Last time I didn't really get anywhere. I got a lot of voicemail. Prejudging the calls, right? Which is nonsense. I don't know what's going to happen today until I actually do it. Right? You don't know what's going to happen in your world unless you start to execute. That's the truth of the matter. So I fool myself into doing it. What I do is I sit there and I put the headphones on for the headset, and I get my system up, and I kind of look over there, and I copy and I paste the first number into Skype, and then I click the call button as if somebody else is doing this. And now, oh crap, I got a live call here. Like, I got to show up now. I got to do it because somebody's going to answer that call probably, right? I have to be ready. And so now I'm involved, you see? And that's how I get over that little piece of lumber on the ground there. That's my barrier. That's my call reluctance size, okay? I realize yours may be higher. And that's just an example, but it could be for anything, right? Fool yourself into starting to do it just by taking the first step and kind of forcing yourself to commit, okay? There are lots of ways to do this. If you're going to write something, I'm a writer. I write all the time. I write every day, okay? I don't want to write. Wah, the little baby Jason goes, wah, I don't want to write, okay? I know what's going on in your head. It's the same thing that goes on in mine. I just have ways to get past it. And I know I can write. This isn't a confidence thing. This is just I'd rather not. I make that noise a lot, huh? I'd rather just not today, or I don't feel like it, or I don't feel I have anything relevant to say. That's a big one for me, right? So here's what I do. I open my Word document and I sit at the computer and I'll find myself doing this. I'll have my arms folded in front of me or something, you know, and I will very deliberately take my hand and put my fingers on the home row of the keys. If you don't know what that is, that's the ASDFJKLSM keys, okay? I deliberately force myself to put my fingers on the home row of the keyboard because that's how writing happens. That's the position the fingers need to be in order to type. At least the way I was trained, okay? So once that little hurdle has been overcome, and I may have to do it repeatedly. I may type a sentence and then realize, oh, my arms are folded again. I'm exhibiting behavior I don't really want, right? Some tape is playing up there. I got to put my fingers back on, okay? And another thing that I have used, I've seen other people talk about this. Dan Meredith talks about this, and I've been doing it forever. Absolutely agree. Putting on one track. And you can go to YouTubeLoop.net, and drop in the YouTube track that you would like to put on a loop and loop this thing. And I literally go into a trance mode, and it's kind of dangerous actually, because once I've started, I'm stuck in it. Like I have to deliberately stop, which is good for work and output, but it can also mean like 8 hours goes by and I'm like, what's it? Yeah, gee, the sunset. So you got to watch it, but it is a very good tool. Getting a track that is non-invasive and that you're familiar with and enjoy, has some energy to it. Keep that going. I've got a couple that I stick with. So the key here is to notice, like, it's not all about I need to be in the perfect mood or I'm always in the perfect mood to do work. Screw that. I'm almost never in the right mood to do it, okay? Sometimes I do. I get keyed up, or I'll do things like I don't drink alcohol. I haven't had a drink in 5 years, but I will smoke a cigarillo to level myself out, you know, and I'll have like 3 cups of coffee, and it's between the two of those, that'll get me into the right frequency to write copy. Let's say if I have to write a VSL or something, right? That I will not do for writing a blog post. The blog posts I usually write in the morning. So, and that's another factor I guess we could talk about, is knowing your golden hours. You know, I was quoted in Inc. magazine for this, knowing your golden hours. It's one of the key things that I get my clients to work on identifying for themselves. When are you naturally the most productive? I'm a morning guy for grunt work, and I'm an evening guy for creative work. Okay, I shouldn't be writing. I can, and it's not going to be terrible, but I really will probably get a better result in the evening writing copy, okay, advertising copy, sales letters, VSL, stuff like that, okay? I should probably be writing grunt copy, you know, blog posts and that, right, during the morning. If I get up at 6, I am super productive, and I live on the East Coast now, so it's hilarious because 9 a.m. let's go. I'm all charged up and that, and nobody else is awake yet on the West Coast. It's still 6 a.m. and I'm wondering, where the hell is everybody, you know? Look what I have created, and no one is there to see it except some guys in England, right? It's 5 hours ahead of me. So use these things to learn when you will be productive, and then maximize those opportunities. So I go into like a dullness from about 2-3 o'clock until about 7:30, 8 p.m. And so I try to do nothing in those hours, in that afternoon, early evening hours. I might do a podcast interview or something, I often make videos. Right now it's about 2:45, and here I am making a video, and it's just sort of like, yeah, I got this idea, I'm going to do it. So I'm at the tail end of my energy here, and I wouldn't want to make this video much later in the day. Let's say it's going to be another hour after this while I edit this and render it and upload it and all that. These things take a while to make, you know. But the whole idea here is understanding yourself. When are you most likely to be productive, and what type of productivity? Maximizing that, using all those tricks to get yourself in the groove, in the mode of starting execution, starting. If you got to write something, get your fingers on the damn keys. Get yourself in front of the machine. Get that trance track on, you know? Get it going so that you've got the right mode, the right environment, the right conditions to make you go. When it comes to you and that feeling of, I'm scared, I don't want to do this, I don't think I can do this, you probably know enough. If you haven't, go Google the term and look at the first 3 to 5 sites that pop up for that term. There's a lot you can get out of looking at the first 3 to 5 posts on Google and YouTube, because sometimes YouTube will come up in there. Watch a couple videos on the thing, read 3 blog articles on it. You will learn enough about the thing to be able to talk about it and get started on it, okay? If you're really not sure how to proceed, then you got a hole, right? You got a hole of knowledge. And if you can't fill it with what you see online from your own searching, then you need to talk to a pro, an expert, somebody who knows what they're talking about in this area. But now, and that's okay, that's when to spend money. That's when to go, you know, I really do need like help with focusing on what it is that I should offer, let's say, or something like that. I have trouble with that. And I will hire outside help to get me there. All right, the chief thing that's different between me and everybody else is I do something about it. My websites aren't perfect. They don't say exactly what I want them to say. I'm not sure exactly what I want them to say. You know, it changes, and that's okay. So I have stuff up there for people to encounter, and it's good enough. It works. Stop comparing yourself to others. That's a major one. Don't do that, especially you and the experts in the field. I talked about this in a video, comparing yourself to the I am greats. Don't do it. They can do things you can't even think of. And it's not your fault. And it's not their fault that they don't tell you about those things, because they just go, you just do it. What are you talking about? You know, whereas you cannot shove cash into your funnel to force it to work, let's say. All right, there's one example. So don't compare yourselves to them. Compare yourself to yourself. Realize that the difference between beginning, starting to execute, and sitting there on your ass is a very small, very thin line. It's a minor gap. Like, you just have to step across it, like putting your fingers on the keyboard, right? It doesn't take much. It does not take much. I guess if that's the one thing I get across to you in this video, then it would be a success. All right. I feel I've talked for long enough. This is Jason Kanigan from Sales on Fire. Get started on the thing. Get started. I don't care how good or bad it is. Remove yourself from the outcome. Just get started. Thanks for watching.